like Robert Whittaker, everyone, what are you going to say? Former champion and Robert Whittaker taking on Ikram Aliskerov. This was supposed to be Khamzat Chimaev. Obviously, Khamzat had to pull out. The replacement did not get any easier.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you right now, I don't know if people have seen Aliskerov fight. His only loss is to Khamzat Chimaev. It was in the Middle East. It was an uppercut that it knocked him out. But every fight I've ever watched Ikram in, this dude's a stud.
Yeah.
He's good, and he's good on the feet. His hands are good. His wrestling is good. Chimaev could not get him down. Chimaev tried multiple times to get him down. That never happened. There was some beautiful work by using the wizard and everything like that. And you see Chimaev getting everybody down. Chimaev even got, Kamaru Usman down. Chimaev can wrestle. And so it's telling you a little bit about Aliskerov. This guy, I'm being honest when I say he doesn't get tired like we've seen with Khamzat. And so in a 5-round fight, this might have gotten harder on Robert Whittaker than it got easier.
Yeah, I would have to agree with you 100%. I've never worked with him. But I've seen him in the room, and the things that I've been able to see him do is pretty impressive.
Yeah.
And like you said, he doesn't get tired. He will push the pace. And I was watching an interview that he did when he got the call, and basically Khabib called him and said, "Hey, these are opportunities that you got to take.
Yep.
You can't afford to miss this opportunity."
I agree.
And so he said, "Okay." And I mean, like, it was literally that fast. These are opportunities you have to take. When your coach calls you like this and says, "This is an opportunity you need to take," you're ready, brother. You can do this. And
but it's also when you exactly, but you have someone like Khabib Nurmagomedov saying, "Hey, you can do this." It's got to make you feel like my coach thinks I can do it. I can do it. That's something that's got to make you feel like, all right, he believes in me. Why shouldn't I believe in me? And everything that I've seen from him, I'm being honest, people are in for a treat because he's a monster.
It's going to come down to, I think, how he sets up his takedowns. Robert's going to be a little bit hesitant to pull the trigger because he doesn't want to get taken down and stuck on bottom. And so how does he set him up? He's going to have to bait Bobby Knuckles to actually retaliate. Once he gets the retaliation going and Bobby Knuckles try to take his head off, that's when the takedowns will come easier. If he goes out there and tries to shoot raw dog, he's going to have a hard time.
He's not going to shoot raw dog. He doesn't do that.
Oh.
I've watched him too many times. Do you remember the way that DDP set up Whittaker for his takedowns? The way you're going to see Ikram doing the same thing. He's going to come in, he's going to throw his hands, he's going to put him against the cage, and he will systematically work for the takedown, making him have to fight off the foot sweep, the body lock, all these things to the point where he gets caught one step behind and he's going to end up on the ground.
Yeah. No, I agree. I wonder if he'll be able to get up. If Robert,
Very possible. Very possible.
And on the feet, how comfortable is Ikram against someone who is a very fluid stand-up artist?
He's good. His stand-up is good, Josh.
I'm not saying it's not.
I mean, it's very similar to. He doesn't get credit for it. It's kind of like Islam. He doesn't get credit for his stand-up, but he's got good stand-up. And
I was telling all these fools, man, all these hoes, I was telling them for years how good his stand-up was, how good Islam's stand-up was. They didn't believe me.
Until you get punched in the face by him, you can sit there and doubt.
Yeah, I love it.
When he hits you with things that you didn't see, you go, son of a bitch. He's pretty good.
I mean, once again, I proved that I'm never wrong. So easy these days.
Yes.
The internet's undefeated. All right, look, Ikram's got a really good chance as long as he stays on task.
He does.
And I wonder I know that he's always in shape. He seems to be always in shape, at least when he would come to camps, when I'd see him around.
But he was in camp.
Shape.
He was in camp for this last show. Yeah. He was supposed to be the co-main event.
But 2 more rounds, John.
Yeah, I know, but still.
That does something to you mentally. But look, once your recovery is on, it's on. Like, I know you got to train for 5 rounds, but now you get to fight. Look, let's be honest. Fighters go out there, they don't fight a 3-round fight pace in a 5-round fight.
No. First round is a lot of feeling out, slow entry.
Yeah.
Let's see what you do. Let me see what feints work on you. There's a lot more time in the fight, and fighters use it to establish, okay, this is where I'm going to attack.
And let's also not forget that Bobby Knuckles doesn't fight at a rapid pace. He's not out there just, chasing after you, trying to knock, he's not like Sean Strickland on his lead leg. Yeah. He's basically just going to walk and he's going to bounce around in front of you. He's going to try to pot shot you and wait for you to make a mistake and then hit you with a head kick or a body kick or something. So, but I'm looking forward to this. Like, I do agree with you though. This fight got tougher.
I think it did.
I think it did too.
And that's not saying anything against Khamzat, but Khamzat, we've seen him struggle in the later rounds of fights, and those have all been 3-round fights.
I agree. But you know what though? This could be a great co-main event.
Oh, yeah.
Great co-main event. You got Sergey Pavlovich versus Alexander Volkov. Great fight. It's going to be look, I'm looking forward to. You have 2 heavyweights. They really don't care if they get taken down. Don't want to get taken down, but I don't think either one of them is going to try to wrestle.
I don't think so either.
I think Sergey's going to be on the feet going, look, I'm going to go ahead and block all your little pitter-patter shots and your push kick.
That'll be the difference.
And I'm going to come in. I'm going to take your head off.
So we've got power versus volume.
Yeah.
You're going to see Volkov using that front push kick a lot. He's going to attack the legs. Sergey's really not going to attack the legs much. He's going to try to land that big shot. And everything he throws has got fucking bad intentions. And if he touches the chin of Volkov, he can put him out. He can put anybody out if he touches the chin. He's a big, strong, powerful human being. The question is, can he get there? And, Volkov's got a ton of experience. He's a smart guy.
Volkov reminds me of Semi Schultz.
Yeah, very much.
Just a little bit, Yeah. I don't know what it is. Something about him. The way he fights, the push kick, the long jab, kind of keeps his chin in the air because he's so tall.
Dude, I'll never forget. Semi Schultz was fighting Pete Williams. And Pete Williams takes Semi Schultz down. And Semi Schultz takes his hands and goes crunk and just grabs onto his wrists. Right? And Pete Williams goes to break it. Right? He can't break it.
No.
He tries breaking it. He goes, he's holding me. Like, yes, he is.
There's nothing I can do about that. It's not against the rules.
He goes, what am I supposed to do? I said, get out. And he was on top. He couldn't do anything with Semi. Semi just sits there and grabs hold and just stays there, man. I was like, well, this is going to be boring.
Nothing you can do. Tony Ferguson did that shit to me.
Yeah,
he grabbed my wrist when he got into the guard, and I was like, I can't do his hands wrapped around my whole my forearm, my wrist area. Yep. And he slid it down into the glove a little bit, and I was like, you son of a bitch. It's just horrible.
Works.
Horrible. And then he elbowed me in the head like a bunch of times. I had 3 Mercedes-Benz cuts right there. So
it's a navel orange.